Hey everyone, it's Matt here, Jangles. Yeah, I'm doing a video on the Skeleton King on Nightmare mode. I heard some people were having some problems with him on normal, and I had some problems with him on normal, but weirdly, on Nightmare mode, I one-shotted him. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but there you go, what can I say. I think I'm somewhere around level 33, I think. I'm on my own, I'm not with anybody else, as you can tell. I am also a barbarian. For the barbarians that are out there, I'll give you a rundown of what I have and what I'm using. It's kind of fairly straightforward, but I did tweak a little bit from what I'd been kind of running around with. I use cleave with rupture as a primary attack, and that's because of the additional explode damage that you get when you kill stuff, which is quite useful for skeletons. I used whirlwind with dust devils for much the same reason really. Ground stomp with wrenching smash, which is quite useful to get all the skeletons into one place when he spawns them, and you can kind of pone them down a bit while stunned. The stun also sometimes works on the Skeleton King, but not often. I think that's what was happening. Occasionally he gets stunned. Sometimes it would say that, you know, he wasn't able to be or whatever, but he seemed to get stunned, which allowed me, not very long mind you, to actually kind of pummel away at him a bit. For might, I'm using Revenge, and Vengeance is mine for additional fury and a bit of healing. I'm using Threatening Shout and Falter for obvious reasons, reducing damage and reducing attack speed of whatever I can, and Earthquake, which I'm using with Giant Stride, just for the additional kind of AoE damage, which is very handy when it's up, and just again for the barbarians, I'm using Nerves of Steel, Bloodthirst, and Tough as Nails for my passive skills. Anyway, so yeah, he obviously, as you've no doubt noticed already, he kind of, it's very rinse and repeat. There's a couple of bits of differences that you need to look out for. He does a special attack, which is what just happened there, and you kind of just need to move away. There is a bit of a warning when he's starting to do it, so you can move out. Try and kill the skeletons before he comes back, because they can sometimes drop a health globe, which is quite useful. Occasionally when he comes back from summoning those skeletons, he'll do an attack as soon as he reappears near you, so be ready for that and be ready to move out. If you're playing any of the other classes, whether it's ranged or melee, you might want to adjust your skill set a little bit, so you've got a little bit of AoE, maybe an instant stun of some sort. It helps a lot to kind of get those skeletons grouped, stunned, burn them down as quickly as possible and be ready for him. It is good to have a little bit of light healing in your abilities if you have that. If you don't, then make sure that you've got one or two health glow, what are they called, pots or whatever on you, just so you can kind of top up if you need to. Kite a little bit, or kite a lot if you have to. It's really quite straightforward, not too much of a problem. As you can see while I've been talking, he's only got about a quarter of the health left, and it's crazy. But anyway, there he goes with his special attack. I've been a little slow to move that up, but he kind of leans back as he's about to do it. So try not to waste any time, because if you take all of those attacks, then you are in danger of getting a bit pwned. I've heard people, you know, having to do this, you know, a handful of times, 4 or 5 times, and really getting frustrated. It seems to be a lot harder if you're grouped with other people as well, probably for obvious reasons, but I found it not too bad on just on my own. So as you can see, I'm just finishing him off there. Anyway, so if you're going up against this guy on Nightmare mode, or even on normal, I wish you all the best. Hope you get some nice drops, and I shall see you next time. Cheers.